If you're already whole food plant-based, but struggle with overeating, will your 21-day program help? And if you aren't a foodie, are there a lot of recipes to follow?
That's exactly the point, is that we're making the statement that even a lot of whole food plant-based people are still overeating and still don't know the reasons why they're still craving food. It's not just so there's some limitations to certain types of whole food plant-based diets and limitation to the learning that they learned that got them interested in this way of eating. Certainly, they've made great changes in the right direction, but they still need a wider knowledge base. A lot of it we talked about here already to be able to ascertain, like an artist scientist, their own caloric window and what their body's needs are. So we're saying that chronically eating till full or chronically overeating leads to the insufficient ability to digest and the production of more fermentation and bacterial overgrowth, and leading to habituation with overeating that can be just from increased toxicity from not digesting food well. So habitual overeating leads to habitual overeating. And this idea that if you're whole food plant-based, you could eat as much food as you want and still lose weight is just a myth. It's not. We want people to be able to eat rightly and eat healthfully and also know their caloric window. Know what's there. Is their window that they should be eating in the 1350 to 1500 range, is it 1200 to 1400 range? Is the six, they should know what's the perfect caloric window to them. And then if they eat a diet with this degree of nutritional density and nutritional diversity, including the exposure to nuts and seeds for fat, we can have them produce enough natural GLP-1 inhibitors, just endogenously produced, and other hormones that make them desire less calories, and also have them now instinctually desire the amount of calories they require. We want a person who only requires 1,300 calories a day to be at their ideal weight to only desire 1,300 calories a day. We don't want there to be a decoupling or a mismatch between the amount of calories they require and the amount they desire. So a lot of people, actually, this person asking an excellent question, why her caloric requirements and what she feels like eating isn't coupled with the amount of her, what would achieve, which weight loss to the going to her ideal weight. You want to mention something about that, Karen?
Yeah, we use the term precision nutrition because whole food plant-based doesn't mean enough. You can be eating whole food plant-based, too much of a lot of things, as my dad said. But when you couple greens, beans, and you learn exactly what you're supposed to be doing with this detox, it's really, really helpful to make small tweaks that get rid of that food addiction and get rid of those even whole food plant-based cravings, because those cravings also still do exist if you're not doing it properly.
Yeah, and also the combination of those three things that Kara just mentioned, just want to be clear. Green vegetables, beans or legumes, and nuts or seeds. We know that in the last 5 years, increasing the plant protein in a diet, as especially as a person ages, lead to sustained and significant increases in human lifespan. And those three plant foods are, out of the five plant foods that there are, those three have the highest amount of protein, but they also have the highest amount, the strongest effect on building the microbiome, leading to a biofilm that slows the caloric rush and also inhibits. And we're saying here that the combination of beans, greens, nuts, and seeds at lunch, and adding some beans, greens, and nuts and seeds with your dinner, not having like an all starch meal or an all fruit meal or an all, but actually having some of each three, has a different outcome on hormones that govern how much food you desire.